Hi guys, how's it going? This is James here, and I'd like to thank you for tuning into this video. And today we're going to be answering one question. Is the Nexus 5 from Google still worth it? Keeping in mind that the Nexus 5 has reached its first birthday, it's still no slouch in the specs department. This phone is rocking a 4.95-inch 1080p IPS display with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 quad-core clocked at 2.27 GHz and the Adreno 330 for graphics. It also comes with 2 GB of RAM and comes in 2 storage options, 16 and 32 GB flavor variations. And it also comes in 3 color options, white, black, and bright red, but with no expandable storage options. Now I know that we're starting to see the Snapdragon 805 and Adreno 420 appearing in phones now such as the Nexus 6, but for $349 for the 16GB and $400 for the 32GB model, there isn't much to argue about. And I know what you're thinking, and yes, the OnePlus One has slightly better specs, not to mention that 13 megapixel shooter with 4K video recording and a larger 5.5-inch display for a lower price, but the OnePlus One is also extremely hard to obtain. Take their pre-order system into consideration, as it did not work as expected and the OnePlus One devices were almost gone instantaneously. When playing games, this phone is still a beast with minimum to no lag at all, and keep in mind that it's nothing compared to one of the Tegra powered devices like the Nvidia Shield, but even on high settings and when browsing UI to the device, it is buttery smooth. And being stock Android, there aren't many features, but those are what Android peers more than likely want the phone for anyways. The camera is above average with some pretty decent low light performance thanks to the optic image stabilization in the 8 megapixel shooter on the back and a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera. It also records full HD 1080p video at 30 frames per second, and it does not disappoint. The speakers are definitely not the best, but they get the job done, so enjoying media on the device is a joy thanks to the 1080p IPS display with great viewing angles, but can be short-lived if your big hands keep muffling the speaker, so headphones are recommended. This device has a great feel in the hand, but can be kind of slippery if you own the white version since it doesn't have the soft touch material found on the bright red and black versions, and quad quality is very fantastic as well. I've owned my handset for a little over 3 weeks, but it's not my first Nexus device. As a matter of fact, I've owned the Nexus 4. I was lucky enough to come across it at a pawn shop for about $150, and that's how I got it. And this will definitely not be my last Nexus device by far. Now that the release of Android 5 Lollipop is here and being rolled out to Nexus devices and other devices as well, if you've owned a Nexus 5 for a little while now, it will most definitely feel like you got a new device when you get the update, as it did for me when I installed the developer preview. So for the minimalistic Android purist or someone looking for flagship specs but not the flagship price, then yeah, the Nexus 5 is still worth it. It is still a remarkable phone and should not be pushed under the table. If you like this video and want others like it, please subscribe and thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. So until next time, take care, peace.